Hello, it's Darren from Living Retired, and today we're in Melbourne, my hometown, and today I'm going to reveal our apartment that we use to get tens of thousands of guest points on home exchange and use those points for free accommodation all around the world. That's right, for free. But first, I just want to mention that we've just completed a 10-night stay down at St Leonard's near Geelong, down near the beach, using our guest points, and it was fantastic. It was a great family holiday for the 10 of us down there. There were 5 grandkids. There was so much to do down there, and the 5 grandkids were kept busy the whole 10 days. It was a large house down at St Leonard's, and it was about a 10-minute walk into town. They had stacks of games in the cupboards for adults, for the kids, you know, whether you wanted to play with them or not. They could play together on their own. There were so many games in that cupboard, you know, they couldn't play them all. They didn't know which one to play first. And outside as well, there was a cupboard full of footballs, soccer balls, there was cricket balls and bats. They had the cricket stumps. There was so much to keep the kids busy, there was no issue at all. There was actually three large rooms in the home. One room for the adults, a couple of other rooms for the kids. There was Wii games all connected up, PlayStations, Xbox, and there was also a heap of videos that they could watch as well, DVDs in the other room for TV. And outside the home, when we took them down the beach, we just had to be careful it wasn't too hot. We had some scorching days down there, so we just had to pick and choose our weather. So the kids had wonderful time at the beach, played down the park. There was ice cream shops, there's always fish and chip shops and food and restaurants and pubs and the bistros, so it was really a good spot to spend 10 nights with the family. And like I said, using our guest points. We checked into this particular home exchange house on January 2, and as you can imagine, after Christmas it's obviously peak holiday period, so it's very expensive to stay anywhere. And had we got accommodation like this in an Airbnb or something similar, it would have been over $5,000 for sure. So we've saved $5,000 in this instance alone. So we're very fortunate to get this opportunity as a family of 10, you know, to get free accommodation at such a time. And because it's on home exchange, we simply use 245 points per night for this property, times by 10 nights, and that was 2,450 guest points we used. But what we did in this case, because we get so many requests for our property as well, we organised a simultaneous exchange with a young Korean girl for 9 nights. So in that instance, we bought in 2,070 guest points. We spent 2,450 guest points for the other one down St Leonard's. So there was a shortfall of 380 guest points, which is all we had to use, you know, in the first week of the new year, which is a very cheap way of doing it. So as you can see, just in this one small example, home exchange can be totally amazing, really. And you know, we can't speak highly enough of it. So we'll head up to our apartment in a minute, but I just want to mention a few other things as well before we get up there. It's been a week since she left the apartment, and we've been quite busy since, and so we haven't been back there. We haven't been there for a couple of weeks, so it's the first time we're going to walk in. So we'll do a walk in together, a live reveal, if you may, and you can see straight away the condition she's left the place in. We haven't been there to tidy up or anything like that. We're just going to do a walk in with you guys so you can see what we've come to know and expect. But after many exchanges now, I'm very confident of walking into the property, and it'll be nice and clean for us. After being on home exchange now for 2 years, I've learned that it's nothing similar to an Airbnb situation where sometimes those guys get their homes trashed and you know, they need to spend half a day or a day cleaning up, but nothing like that. We've had no experience like it at all. No one's disappointed us. It's all been very positive. The people we have normally here, pretty much about 80% would be older couples, older singles, and single women. And I'm pretty sure with that demographic, you know, we're definitely not worried about them having any parties or going crazy, you know, mad weekends or anything like that. We've had no issues at all. The home exchanges we have in our home are basically very respectful, because reputation matters a lot on this platform. If someone was to do the wrong thing in our apartment, we'd leave a review, a bad review for them, and that bad review would definitely impact them in the future on home exchange, because everyone sees that review. Because once we get a request for anyone to stay at our apartment, we immediately go to the reviews and check out, you know, prior feedback from other hosts. We make all our decisions based on the feedback from other hosts who have just had them in their own homes. It's a very simple system when you think about it, the home exchange system, because everyone's feedback is right there. It makes us feel safe to share our apartment with others in the same situation. Okay, enough talking. Let's go up and have a look at the apartment. Okay, let's go and have a look at the apartment. Just turn the lights on, please, Michelle. Okay, there it is. It's just as I suspected, all nice and clean. As we've got plenty of confidence in these guys now, after doing it for a little while. There's the bathroom. Here's the bedroom. Now she's made the bed, Michelle, so they don't normally make the bed. Here's Michelle. She's going to give you a bit of information on their instructions when they leave.
Well, normally they just put one set of sheets in the washing machine dryer, because that's all it fits, and then they usually leave the washing on the floor.
You want to just open the door for me there, please? And this girl, she wanted a late checkout, so she's obviously had time to put the sheets in the washing machine and have them dried, and she's obviously put them back on the bed.
Yep.
So, and this here showed the wall unit. This here just had an old wall unit when we first got here with the TV, but Michelle came up with this brainiac idea where we've got a queen size bed there as well, so we can we don't have the 2 bedrooms, but we've got the extra bed. When we first moved in, it's only a small apartment, 53 squares, which is 500 feet for over in the US. There was no kitchen bench there, so Michelle just came up with the idea there to separate the 2. And this is our apartment. It's come up very nice. We put the new carpets in. They were pretty dirty when we first got here, so it was only a cheap apartment. And here are the views. Pretty amazing views. I guess this is why we get multiple requests every week for anyone to stay here. Now, something else that might be interesting, we actually charge a $70 cleaning fee. We haven't had to pay one ourselves, so it's really up to the home exchanger, up to the host. We didn't pay one in San Francisco or Austria or over in Florida, but we charge the $70, which includes a $20 fee for the key down the concierge, because there's nowhere really to leave the key here. When they come off the train or off the plane, they come into the concierge, grab our key, which is only about 200 meters away, and then they can come up. But if Michelle and I are coming back into the apartment in between home exchanges, we don't charge the cleaning fee, because obviously Michelle can make the bed. There's no need in that case to be charging any cleaning fee. And like I said, we've never paid one ourselves, so it is open to the hosts, depending on whatever they do and their own situation, you know. Another thing we do, we provide a PDF of all the instructions. Michelle put that together, and a couple of days prior to anyone coming for a stay over, Michelle emails them, which gives them all the instructions on, you know, like internet or anything like that. Anything they need to know about our apartment while they're here will be in that document. And communication just makes every home exchange that much easier. As many viewers would already know, we've already booked 50 nights accommodation in July and August in the UK. We're going all over England and Ireland, and we've got 50 nights already booked 6 months in advance using the points we've gathered from this apartment. And at the same time, while we're enjoying 50 nights in the UK, most of the weeks will be booked out in our apartment here in Melbourne on guest points, and we'll get nearly 10,000 points over that same period. So when it comes to putting away our clothes, we simply pack everything just in the suitcase there, the pink one there, and a couple of bags up top. And then that just leaves them cupboards free for anyone coming into the property to put their own clothes in there and be comfortable over their stay. Well, I hope you enjoyed our apartment reveal. It's not as hard as it looks doing home exchange. You've just got to take that first step. For more information on how this all works, take a look at this video and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you soon, guys.